In the last session, we worked with the conditional statement if. So this is exactly either one-way branching or two-way branching or multi-way branching. We have seen that example yesterday. Okay, next thing, today what we are going to look is like how to use switch. We have a construct called switch construct. We use it for multi-way branching. Branching meaning is what? It's going to execute a block of code depending on certain condition. Conditionally, the code can go to different code blocks. So that is basically branching. Switch construct we use for multi-way branching. Okay, we use it for actually multi-way branching. Fine. So here, what we do, okay. So we try to here using switch construct is something like this. We have switch followed by expression. Okay, then here this way we have then case 1. So here statement or statements, either one statement or more than one statement, followed by here we require a break keyword. Okay, break is going to be breaking the case. That means it will jump out of the switch expression. Case 2, again this is statement. So this is, you can say case, instead of saying 1, value 1. Okay, and this is going to be here value 2. And here statement or statements. Again, it may be single statement or it may be multiple statements. Okay, so then followed by break. Like this, you can go with n number of cases. Like case n, case val n, followed by here, we go with the statement or statements again. Then here we have the break. Okay, there is one optional that is nothing but here default. The code comes into this block when none of the case actually matches. Okay, then here we have a break, and at the end we end. Like this, we have here a switch case. Switch, here it's going to be a validating expression. So here you can use the expression with the integers. Okay, similarly, you can use this with the, like, you can use with the strings, you can use true or false values, and you can use with the characters. Okay, you can use with any one of them. Okay, so you cannot use with the floating point data as far as switch is concerned. We have switch expression, case val1. So if this is matching expression, if it is returning value 1, these statements get executed, then we come out from that. If this expression is returning val2, in such case, what happens? This is not going to work. It comes to val2 and it's going to execute this block of code. After that, it's breaking. Breaking means what? From here, you come out totally to this point. Okay. Similarly, like this, you can go with n number of cases. Last one is what here? Val n, statement or statements, then break. Okay. So if it is matching with the expression is matching with the val n. So val n is something like, actually it is some variable you can think. It can be any value. It can be a number, or it can be an integer. It can be true false value. It can be a string. It can be a character. Okay, we can take any one of them. Then similarly here, when none of them are matching, if you provide default block, in such case, it's going to execute those statements, then we come out from that. Like this, we have a switch case example. We have a switch case example. Okay, now let us try to here go with the switch case to find here the character day of the week. Like for example, we enter here 1 to 7. Based on that, it has to print here either Sunday or Monday. Like this, up to you have to print Saturday. When it is 7, that's going to be Saturday. Else, if it's not matching any one of them, it is invalid day. Like that, you should have. Okay, it should be invalid day. So when we enter a number between 1 and 7, it can take any value: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, but if it's not matching any one of them, in such case, it has to say invalid day. Like that, we are going to use here switch case. Okay, now come to this program here, then try to go here and try to add another class. So here we go with the add the new item. Okay, here it is switch case example. Dot, here it is CS file. We make this as public class switch case example, and again inside this public, then static void main. Inside this you have here string ax. Like this we are trying to make. Okay, so here now we have to enter a number. When you enter a number, whether it is actually a valid date day or not, instead of we enter, what we do, we generate here using the random mechanism. So first of all, create here a random object. Object RND is equal to here new random. I can create here a new random object. I created here a random object. So once random object is created, from here, I need to get the value. A random value I must get here in this case. Okay. So here now, what I do, I can go with some number int num equal to, I want to go here object RND, then dot next. I would like to generate a number between 1 and 10. 1 and 10, I would like to generate. Now, this is basically for me for demonstrating switch case. Here go with the switch. Then here it is like num. Now it has to evaluate to some particular value there. It has to evaluate to one particular value there. Okay. Then here I go with the case 1. I should go with console dot write line. Put simply, we can type like here, it is Sunday. It has to print Sunday for us, followed by here break. Then we go here with the case 2. So this is with the case 2 now here. We go with the case 2, followed by here. We go with this and copy and paste here. This is Monday. Okay, so this is going to be Monday. So this is exactly what it's Monday. Then we take it right here, this one. Then this is 3. We call this as Tuesday. Okay. Then again here, it is 4 Wednesday. Wednesday, this is fine. Then here we have 5 followed by, it can't be duplicated case, same value cannot be duplicated there. Wednesday, then it is Thursday. Right, in this manner. Then here we go with the case 6. This is going to be here Friday. Friday. Then here it is case 7, it is Saturday. Case 7, it is Saturday. When it is not matching any one of them, in such case, we need to go with the default. Here it is default. Then in such cases, console.writeLine. Okay, here it is invalid day. Like this, we need to print. So we are trying to here pick a number between 1 and 10. If it is going from 1 to 7, then in that case, it's going to print appropriately. Otherwise, it's going to print. Okay, so it's going to be printing appropriate day in such cases. So here we print console.writeLine, the numeric weekday. Numeric weekday selected is, here we go with 0, then followed by here in this, we specify this one as here now. Okay, we do this way. Now try to run this here. But what happens in this case, it's going to be running the last example only. So no use in that case. We have to come to project. In the project, we need to again change the startup object. So what is the startup object we have in this? This is going to be like now switch case example. With that, now we need to run this. Start debugging. So what value we get see in this? So numeric weekday selected is 2. It is what exactly Monday. As we expected, we are getting it as Monday. Okay. So here in this case, it's printing Monday. Again, if you run here, what happens? So this time it's printing it as Sunday. Let us go and try to pick here a number. It is Saturday. When we go with the when it's picking 7, it's printing Saturday. It's working fine. Similarly, here we go with this and try to see it's printing Thursday. Okay, we have to go with a number. It is saying 9. 9 is actually nothing but invalid day. 9 is going to be here invalid day. So like this, it is printing for us. Okay, 9 is nothing but actually here invalid day. So it is printing it as here invalid day for us. Like this, what is happening here? It is getting branched off like switch case. Okay, it is basically working with switch case. Whenever it is matching one particular thing, accordingly it's working. Okay, when it's not matching any one of them, in such case, it's coming into default block and it's printing here invalid day. So this is an example for the switch case. Okay, with switch case, you can pass argument, only integers, then character type of data, Boolean type of data, you can pass them, and strings you can pass, but you cannot pass other things. You cannot be passing actually other things in such cases. Okay. So next thing, what we are going to discuss is here, methods. Okay, we discuss about actually here is methods. Okay, so how to write methods? Methods are going to be static methods and instance methods. Okay, whenever there is a state for the object, To manipulate the state of the object, you require instance methods. If there is no state associated with a given class, in such case, static methods are going to work like actually helpers for us. They are going to work like actually helper functions or helper methods. That way they work. But whenever you have static data, to manipulate the data, we require instance methods. So instance method, they start with actually without a static keyword, we start. But if static method starts with a keyword called static. So now we are going to be defining methods which are going to be static only. Okay, then here in such cases, methods, whenever you call methods, you can call by value. Okay, calling methods. First thing is what? By value, by ref. Okay, similarly, by out parameter. Okay, default value, values for the arguments. Okay, so such arguments are optional. Okay, similarly, here like param arrays, or this is variable length, variable number of arguments, the method. Okay, similarly, methods with recursion. We discuss these points. First thing is what we define a method. So we define a method and we call them by value. Now if you look at this actually here, call by value, what is a method first of all? A method we define like this, method name. So here, if it's a static method, you write static followed by method name, a return type, whatever type of data you are returning, return type, then followed by method name. Okay, right here, arg1, arg2, arg3, like this, you specify the arguments. How many arguments you want to pass, you can pass. Then here, okay, so return type, if it's void, you don't return anything else, you can return. Return a value. If return type is other than void, it's other than void, we actually return a value. Now let us see how to write a method. So first of all, methods I write for this purpose. Okay, I want to add here two numbers. Add two numbers using a method. Then return sum. Like this we need to write here. Okay, so now here what I do, I can define, I can go to project. Then here inside this, I create here another class. New item, this is, it's a class. Then here, static methods, or just I write here methods. I'm going to add them. The class name itself is what here? Methods. And this is here public class methods. Then here, public, then static, void, main, then here it is string x. This way I'm going to be writing. Okay, I'm going to write here a method, which is a main method. It's nothing but actually main method. So here what I do, I define a method. That method you have to call from the main method. Here, right, you can go with the public keyword, followed by here static. Then it is going to be returning a value. It cannot be void. You have to go with some number. It is int. Then here, go with sum. Then here it is int, okay, some x, comma, int y, like this you can. These two are going to be called as formal parameters. But when you call them, they can be any value. It need not be xy. So there should be some constant values whenever you call them. Or they can be other variables as well. So what you have to do now, you need to return here x plus y value. Right here, return followed by x plus y. Like this we are going to be returning. Okay, so how we are writing a method? First thing is public keyword, followed by it's a static method, meaning is what? Without creating object, you can use it. Because this methods clause is not having any here data, there is no state for that. So therefore, we mark it as static method. Then what is going to be returning here? Integer type of data it's returning. And name of the method is what here? Sum. Then this is intx, inty here. The parameters are here what? X and y. Okay, and we are calling them here by value. Method is called by params values. That means what? Whenever you pass a variable here, its value is copied to the function here. Not the original variable will come into scene, only its value is going to be copied. So that is called as here call by value. So here you write like this. What we do? Int sum equal to, initially we put 0, then write sum equal to, you can call in this manner. This method is also nothing but sum, but it is s is uppercase. For that sum, it is actually everything lowercase. You go with the 10, 15. Okay, now what result we expect in such cases? 25 you have to get. Right here, console dot write line. Then here write okay. The sum is we go with the 0. So we put this as here sum. So what result we expect now? In this case, we need to get it as here 25. Just go and run here. What result we get? C. Again, we need to make this as actually the starting point of the application, but we did not make. So definitely we don't get what we are expecting. So go to this, then here, startup object. Once again, choose here. You have to take this as methods, but which is not actually coming up. So once again, we go with the project. Once again, we go with the project here, console app1 properties. Then here, come down, go with the startup object. It should be basically taking here the methods. So we have here console1 dot methods. Then now we execute this. It is saying here the sum is 25 for us. It's printing the value as 25. Okay. So how this is getting called? Let us see. Let us try to put a breakpoint here. Whether it's going to hit this point or not, we can even check. Insert breakpoint, then start debugging. Immediately control is coming here. You can go with this then. What are the value of this also? You can see x plus y. You can actually go with this then here, add watch. In the bottom, you can see this as 25. You can take just x value also. You can go here and add watch. It says 10. Okay, you can go here and again you can go with watch kind of thing here. It's going to be giving you 15. So like this, you can see what are the values inside that. Now press F10. So what you got exactly 25 we got here. So it's printing sum for us. Like this, what is happening? They are actually shown in the bottom of the screen. So whenever you debug actually what values they are getting, we can find them. So we have written a method. This method is using here 2 parameters. Both of them are actually integers. Both of them are actually nothing but integers. Okay. So when we add them, we get here y. Okay, this is the method. This method I can override, overload. Overload meaning is what? Same method name, same type of data it may be, or a different type of data which is going to be getting returned. But here what happens? Number of parameters can change. Number of parameters are going to be changing. So here, therefore, we go with this. Then again, put here. They try to add one more parameter here called as z into z here. Then x plus y plus z we write. So now this is also a valid method. Reason, you have 3 arguments, but here you have only 2 arguments. This concept is called as method overloading. This is one of the features in the OOPS concept. In the object-oriented programming, we see this. So this is called as here method overloading. A method has been overloaded now in this. Okay. Yeah, a method has been actually overloaded now in this example. This is called as overloading concept, because this is actually overloading. Okay, that means what? Here you have only 2 arguments, but in the next definition you have 3 arguments. It is overloaded with another argument, and here it is what return type is going to be same. Method name is also same. So this concept is called as overloading. Remember this. This concept is called as overloading. Okay, now if we come here, next time, once again, if you take here sum equal to, okay, lowercase, we go with the sum. Here, whenever you go with this, it is going to show 1 of 2. Okay, 1 of 2, then 2 of 2 like this. It has 2 definitions. That means what? It is overloaded. So this feature is called as here function or method overloading or function overloading. Okay, in object-oriented programming, a function is called as method. But in certain languages like C language, we call it as a function. In the JavaScript, we call it as function. In the React.js, we call it as function. In the Angular, we call it as function. Similarly, when you work with the Go language, we call it as a function. But in the Java and in the C#, we call them as actually methods. Methods and functions, they are same actually. There is no difference between them. Okay, so now this particular method is like some method we have defined twice. So what is happening when you look at these 2 methods? In the first method, you have only 2 parameters. In the next method, you have 3 parameters. So that's why we call this as overloaded. Okay, it is actually overloaded. Now next thing. So here I want to go with one swap function. With the help of swap, I want to interchange. Okay, I want to interchange them. So how to interchange? C. This is public. Then this is here static. Then I want to go here with a void. That means it's not going to be returning any value, but swap. Okay, I'm using here this as swap in this case. In the first case, here I go with the int x, then here it is int y. I want to swap. Swap meaning is what? You have to interchange. X value should get into y and y value have to get into x. So like that we have to do it. And without using some third variable, now I want to do this. I do not want to use any third variable. So without using third variable, I want to do here this one. I write here x equal to, what I can do here, x equal to here x plus y I can write. Okay, x equal to, I am going to write it as x plus y. Then y equal to what I do here? Y equal to x minus y I can write here. Okay, y equal to x minus y I am going to write here in this case. Okay, y equal to x minus y I am writing. So next thing is what here? Then I have to go here, x equal to now, once again, I do here with the x minus y. So with this, they have to be getting interchange for us. Will it happen or not? Can you check? So just check here. You can take x equal to initially 10 and y equal to 20. Upon completing this method, what we should have? X equal to 20, y equal to 10, you should have. So initially what we do here, x equal to how much value we get here? 30 we have. Next, what y equal to here in this case? X minus y. 30 minus how much it is? 20, which is nothing but here 10. Ultimately we have 10. Y equal to 10 we got. Next, here x equal to, what we have? X equal to already 30. 30 minus, what is the value of y there? It is 10. So how much we get? 20 we are getting in this case. So what is happening here? They are getting swapped. The values are actually getting swapped in that case. Okay, they are getting swapped. That means what? The value of x is coming into y and the value of y is coming into x here. So here we write, okay, console dot write line, not here. Okay, fine. Console dot write line. In the bottom, we put it. Console dot write line. Right. In the method, values for x 0 parameter, y is going to be here parameter 1. Like this we put. So this is going to be x comma y, we put in this manner here. We are going to put in this manner. Now let us come to this point, and here let us call actually that particular function, swap function. Here we write console dot write line. Okay, so but here there are no values. Like what I do, I can type here int m equal to 10, then n equal to 20. Have those values. Before swapping, before calling swap function, values for m and n are 0. Next thing is here about 1. We have like this. Or else right here in this manner, m equal to, it will be 0, and n equal to, you can put the value. We go with this. Then here we pass the m comma n values. M comma n. Like this, we try to take this. After that, what we do? Here we go with this and try to call it. Okay, so this is what swap, followed by here m comma n. M comma n. But here we write this as, here we try to put m only. First value is m, second is n. We take that way. Okay. So next, console dot write line. After okay, after calling swap function values for m equal to 0 and n equal to 1, we have taken. Let us try to run here what result we get. And we keep a breakpoint inside this and try to see what exactly is going to happen. Okay, and by value, we are calling in this case. Start debugging. So what is getting printed on that? Before calling swap function, values for m equal to 10 and n equal to 20. We have that. Now press F10 here. What should be the value for x? Okay. X value is going to be here for us. How much? 30 we have. It's going to be 30. Then we go with this. Now what value you get for y here in this case? Y value is going to be 10 for us. This is 10. Now x value, how much we have here? It is going to be 20. Now press F10 here. Try to see what value is getting. In the method, values for m equal to 20, n equal to 10. Here m equal to 10 and here n equal to 20. But whenever you have the function m equal to 10 and m equal to 20 and n equal to 10, they are getting changed there. Okay, then after that we go with F10 and try to see here now what values we get. It is same, there is no change in this. m value, n values, they are not getting actually changed in this case. Only in the function they are getting changed. Once you come out from the function or method, the values are intact, they are not at all changing. So this is called as here call by value. So when you go with call by value, whenever you call the function, what happens exactly? The values of the parameters are only sent. Original variables are not sent here. Original variables are what? In this case, m and n are original variables here. So only the values of the m and n are sent. That means the values are copied from m and n and they are sent to the swap method. So internally, just it is changing. Once you come out from the main function, so the values of the m and n will not change because you have copied only their values. Original variables are not getting affected when you go with the call by value. Okay, when you go with the call by value, original variables, they are not getting actually affected. So this mechanism is called as swap by value. Okay, we are calling it actually call by value. This is. Okay, we are calling this by value. Okay, next thing is what? Now suppose if we go with the reference mechanism, it changes. Again, we take this one here. Okay, we take this one and try to go here with the ref mechanism. So swap, this is ref int x, I put there. And here it is what? Ref int y I write. I am going to be writing ref int x, ref int y here. So like this, I am going to be changing no value. M equal to what? N equal to what we have written. Now come to this piece of code here. Okay, this piece of code. Now in such cases, what I'll do, see console dot write line. Then here, just go with the underline here. We are separating this logic. Okay, again, we take this here and try to use in a different manner here after this. Before calling swap function by ref. Okay, after calling swap function by ref here. While calling, you have to use here ref keyword before the variable names. We need to write here ref m, and this is going to be here ref n. Like this, you need to take. In the first case, we are not writing any ref keyword there. So now here in this case, ref we are using. In such case, this should be, modifying the values. Again, try to run here. What do we get? See. We come into this point, then press F5 here. Whenever we come here, it's saying before calling the function by ref values for m equal to 10 and n equal to 20. In the method, values for m equal to 20, n equal to 10. Once you exit from function, in that case, m value is also getting modified now. M equal to 20 and n equal to 10. But in the first case, what is happening? The m and n values, they are not changing outside the scope of the swap function. Only within the swap function, they are changing. But when you go with the reference, you are passing arguments by ref here. So in such case, what is happening? The values are getting interchanged. So this is something similar to pointers in the C language. If you know about pointers in the C language, it's something similar to pointers in the C language. Okay, so what is happening in this case? It is basically creating a function and you're passing the arguments by reference. It is something similar to pointer arguments. Like that we need to treat here. Okay, but these are safe pointers. That means they cannot modify wherever you want to change in memory something, you cannot modify. So ref is basically, you are referring the particular variable with its address. You are passing the address of the variable. So therefore, what happens whenever you modify something here in the original variable, this is going to be getting changed. So we have defined here swap function twice here, or swap method twice. Okay, first time is what here? INTX, INTY. These are not reference. These are call by value. These are what exactly? Here, call by reference. You are calling this function by passing the arguments with reference. This is called as here call by reference, and this is called as here call by value. So whenever you call this function, you are going to send the values of xy as value. You are not going to involve the original variables in that. Just variables values copied, and we are sending it to the function or method. So here in this case, what is happening? You are involving the original variables in that case. When you involve the original variables in that case, what happens here? Whenever you modify something in the original variables also, they are going to be getting affected. So this is what is swap function. The parameters in the first case call by value. In the next case, it is actually called by reference. And again, I have overloaded. Same swap function, multiple times I'm writing here. Here I'm not using any ref keyword, but here I'm using ref keyword. So this is also called as here overloading of the function or method. We have overloaded the given method. Okay. So now here I introduce one more concept called one more concept I have actually. The concept is called as arrays. Okay. Arrays are nothing but actually aggregate homogeneous type of data. Suppose there is an organization, there are about 6,000 employees you have. You have actually some 6,000 employees. Okay. Suppose you want to, using computer program, you have to manipulate data of the 6,000 employees. In such case, you cannot declare 6,000 variables. It's impossible to create actually 6,000 variables. So in such cases, one of the options is you can create an array that can contain actually 6,000 elements in that. Each and every element you can access using the index 0. So in the same manner, you have in the C# an array concept. So with the help of the arrays, you can access the elements by using index. Now using here the array as well as recursion concept, I want to convert the given number into words. I would like to convert the given number into words with the help of actually array and recursion concept. So how do we declare array? Arrays, basically you have three types of arrays. One is what? One dimensional. Second thing is two dimensional or multi-dimensional. And third one is going to be here variable length arrays. So first let us go with actually one dimensional arrays. I can declare an array like this, string followed by empty square brackets. Then write here words equal to, you can go here and write here new string. Then you can specify here how many elements you want to have. Like this, you can declare. This is one way of declaring a array variable. Array can be number array, or it can be floating data array, or it can be true false array. Whatever array type of array you want to have, you can have there. Okay. Next thing, you can declare an array even like this. String followed by here words equal to. Now here inside this, I can put in this manner. Okay, this is what here 0. Then similarly, I can go here with 1. Like this, I can assign here constant. So if I put something like this, how many elements I can have in this? Just 2 elements. So using length property, you can find how many elements are in there. So in the first case, you have 10 elements. In the second case, you have only 2 elements. Just you can have 2 elements inside that. Okay. Now here, what I do, I want to go with some recursive function here. Okay, I want to go here with some recursive function. So therefore here at the class level, I can declare an array. Okay, so I can write here in this manner. It is going to be string array. This is what digits in words equal to, here it is. Like this, I can declare. First I go with the 0. Then this is here 1. Then you have here 2. Then you have here 3. Then you are going to have here 4. Then it is here 5. Okay, then after that we have here 6. Then this is going to be here 7. Then after that we have here 8. Then it is going to be here 9. Like this, we have here total 10 elements. I'm declaring here a string which is going to contain here 10 different elements. Starting with 0, you can make this as actually static. String digits in words 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And the very first element you can access using 0 index. This is 1 index, this is 2 index, this is 3 index. Like this, you can be accessing. So there are total 10 elements. Very first element you can access using 0 index, and the very last element you can access using size -1. So when you go with the digits in words dot length, that can give you 10 in this example. You can find how many elements are in that. So now using this digits in words, I want to here find out, I want to write one method With the help of that method, I want to convert the given word into a given number into words. Here, go with this public, then write public it is, then static, then here it is string. It's going to be returning ultimately string. Here write num2 words. Okay, then here we pass the int num. We are passing the number. So this number we are going to convert into words. Okay, we are going to convert into words here in this case. So what I do, there is a thing called here string builder I have here. What is string builder? We discuss little later. Okay, object SB equal to here it is new string builder. We write in this manner, it's a new string builder. Okay, here write return object SB, then dot to string. You're going to convert into string in this. We are going to convert into this particular thing here. Okay, so now here we have a string builder. Suppose here it is if num greater than or equal to 10, in such cases, again I'm going to call the same function here. But how I call here? Object SB equal to object SB, then dot append here, followed by I'm going to call the same function in that case here. So first thing, I can go here this way, then here plus I go with the num2 words, then followed by here I go with num divided by 10, like this I write. If num greater than or equal to 10, so in such case, I want to go with that mechanism. Okay, then here what I do, I can write in this manner. One more, I think I need to use here. Okay, here I write object sp dot append. Okay, here what I do in such cases. So after this, let us try to put here some plus symbol like this we put. Append, then followed by here. What exactly I do? I have actually a array. Okay, so digits in words, followed by here num %10. So like this, I'm going to append it. So this piece of code is going to convert the given number into words. It's going to be converting the given number into words for us. Okay, now here we come to this point and we go with certain number here. Some number we pick here, int. Sorry. Here again we go with the like int num equal to, go with the object R&D. We have a random. I think we don't have any random kind of thing. So let us take actually some big number, or else you can create a random object. Right here, random object R&D. This equal to here new random object we create here. Then write int num equal to. Okay, so here object R&D, then dot, this is next, followed by here we go with the 1, then followed by here it is this much big number we try to take here in this. It can pick a number in that range. Then write console dot write line 0 in words is, it is going to be 1 for us. Okay, then here what you have to do, you need to go with comma followed by num, then you have to call the function. So what is that function? We have a function here. The function name is like num2 words. We use here num2 words and then try to specify here in this case num two words followed by here it is num. So this should convert actually the given number into words. It has to convert the given number into words for us. So let's start actually debugging this. Okay, we press here F5. When you look at this, what it's saying here, it is saying like 456377. It is 456377. It's printing for us. It's exactly printing for us 456377. That is getting printed for us. So here, what I do, I just want to highlight them. For highlighting them, I go here with slash. Similarly, here also I go with the slash double quotes. And here also slash double quotes. Then here also we go with the slash double quotes. And with that, we try to run this and see how it is going to be looking for us now. We press F5. Then if you see here, we get this one as 168309, or we getting same thing 168309. So it is printing. With the help of the recursion concept, we are able to do this particular thing here. We are able to do this with the help of the recursion concept. So using recursion, we have done this particular thing here. Okay, so we discuss more about actually what is recursion, or try to understand how I am doing this. But recursion is nothing but actually same function that you are calling upon meeting the condition here. As long as number is greater than or equal to 10, I'm calling the same thing. So this concept is called as recursion. When function the function is calling itself, it's called as recursive function. Okay, so try to see 3-4 times the video, try to understand, then only you can learn. Otherwise, it's difficult to understand concepts. We meet tomorrow then.